Today's video, I am going to be talking about why I quit my job and a few reasons that really made me think it was a good idea. So, reason number one, I was unfulfilled. I don't think I really need to explain that to everyone. I feel like probably 90% of people that go to work feel that exact same way, unfulfilled. The other part was it was boring. I worked at a few companies and it was always boring. It was exciting at the beginning, but then after the initial excitement of a few months wore off and you get back to like the mundane day-to-day stuff, it's just boring. I mean, there was probably like this much excitement to like this much boring, which that's pretty much the nature of the beast. I thought that for the amount of stress, pressure, actually hours that you would work, you weren't compensated fairly for. Granted, you'd have a cell phone, a work computer, and sometimes shit would hit the fan and sometimes you'd be working at like 8 or 9 p.m., which is fine, but you'd be doing it for free. So I don't think that was pretty, very fair. Not that it happened all the time, but I know people that work way more than 40 hours and get a salary, which is fine if they're happy with it. I just was not okay with that. And I think kind of like 6 months before I actually quit, I was like on the fence about actually quitting. And then there was a bunch of layoffs in the industry. Some of those layoffs ended up getting hired at the company I worked for. And I kind of put myself in those guys' shoes, like, hey, I'm going to be, at this company or whatever company I'd be with for 20, 30 years. And then I'd just get shit canned one day because whatever the reason may be. And, I just thought about how shitty that would be and how honestly terrible you would feel after you worked so hard for so many years for a company to do your best to, do the best that you could for the company, sacrifice your time, your life, and you just get kind of like, oh yeah, we're done with you. So I didn't want to be that guy in 20, 30 years. And I honestly couldn't see myself being a manager, a director, anything in the engineering field. It just, to me, the work you put in and the compensation you get is terrible if you look at it. To be honest, it was not worth it to me to keep following that career path. If you do, that's fine. That's just how I felt about it. So don't get your feelings hurt. And honestly, I think the biggest thing was just I felt that I was capable of doing so much more. Not that I'm like some crazy special person or whatever. I just believed in myself that, hey, you know what? Maybe I could, do this thing that I want to do instead of sitting in this cube and not be very happy with what I'm doing. So I think that kind of compounded me not liking what I did because I always was mad at myself for not doing what I knew I could do. So that was kind of some of the reasons. There's probably more. There's also good parts, but that's not the point of this this video. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job, and yeah, I'm curious to see how other people feel about this. Because I think genuinely that probably 90% of people hate what they do and they just tell themselves that it's okay or they put up with it for some reason. I don't know why. If it's the safety, if it's the whatever. I don't know what it is. I mean, I did it for 6 years and I disliked it. So just curious to see what everyone else's thoughts are. So let me know.